Hey traders, this is Ron Hayde at Market Tamer. Happy Wednesday. Hope you had a fantastic day. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues should always be addressed with your financial advisor. We'll kick off here with the Qs. They were down 0.76%. They had a pickup in volume as well. The target right now is 162.50. That's where I want to put alerts. That was basically the close from the 29th and the open on the 30th. We get below there on a closing basis. Bad news. That could open up potentially another round of selling pressure. If I bring in the DIA, the diamonds, they were the worst, 0.85% drop today. They held the 200-day. We do still have the inverted head and shoulders playing out here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The Nasdaq's not as pretty, but if the Dow could hold this level, hold that 200-day SMA in purple, get back above the 50 in orange, that's bullish. Takes out the previous highs, more bullish. That's great. But that's what it needs to do on the upside. The downside, there's not much. A little bit lower, and all eyes are at 245. And if that fails, then we come down to 240. Here's SPY, which I have a bullish position in. Nice little rally right off the pre-election lows. Get close to the 50-day, and then we come right back down. Inverted head and shoulders is still here. It's not as pretty as the Dow, but I would want alerts down there around 264. We get below 264, about another 400 points or 60 S&P points, $6 on the SPY. We get below there, that could be another round of selling pressure. So keep an eye on it. The VIX, $VIX, it's in a bullish posture. It's pushing up. It rose over 6% today. Bullish VIX, not good for equities from a bullish perspective. Bullish VIX, bearish equities. Now, one stock in particular that had some trouble, which put a damper on the Nasdaq and the overall market, was Apple, down 2.82%, pickup in volume. This thing cut into the gap. We talked about that. It now blew through the gap and the 200-day like a hot knife through butter today. The next target's about 180, which is almost 3% lower right now on Apple. If that falls, I'd have to go back out actually to a one-year chart, right? And say, hey, if 180 falls, geez, oh whiz, man, 160 is the next technical support level. So stocks are going to have to find their base here pretty quickly. If not, things could roll over. Now, with that said, from a seasonality perspective, all we're doing is using the stock's own historical track record as our information. 3/4 of the time, 75% and more, we rally into year end, basically into the middle of December, right in front of Christmas and New Year's. Is this year going to do the same? Don't know. Maybe the seasonality is delayed a week or two. Maybe it's not going to happen. But you know what the beauty about seasonality is? Whether it's bullish or bearish, there's trade ideas on both sides. Knowing which stocks the money can flow into or leave and sell, that's priceless information. Now you see the market going down, right? What about Delta? Still going up because it's seasonally bullish. What about Disney, the mouse house? Had earnings, still holding up. Those two stocks are not falling like rocks. But what happens when the market sells off and you have bearish stocks, not just bearish stocks, stocks that have seasonally bearish track records? How about GME? You would think GameStop, they make games, they sell games, they would be rallying, right? Maybe into year end. Nope, selling off right on schedule. This stock was almost at 16 bucks to start the month. Now we're below 13. How about FOLD? Nope, going down. And those were cheap stocks. How about C-Trip? Earnings gap down. We were up at 35 to start the month. Now we're at 26. That's a huge capital loss. If I had long stock in C-Trip, thank God I don't. If I knew the seasonality would be bad, that's one thing. So what I'm going to do this Friday, in 2 days, I'm going to put together a webinar, November 16th, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be a pre-holiday event. I want to show you guys that no matter what happens between now and year end, as a trader, don't care. I would love the market to go up. It always feels good. And there's a boatload of seasonal stocks that rip higher. There's also a bunch that rip lower. So however the market wants to position itself for year end does not matter to me. You're going to need to be there. Bullish, bearish in the market, it's irrelevant. Let's find those stocks, and I'm going to show them to you. I'll show you the top 10 bullish. I'll show you the top 10 bearish between now and year end, and even to kick off 2019. So the link's going to be at the bottom of the video. Please get in there. There is a hard cap at 500 people. You need to register ASAP. You're going to be sent a login link for Friday. I'm going to open up the webinar room about 45 minutes early. Hop in and then stay in and do not leave. If you leave, you could potentially lose your spot. So it's going to be a fun event. Within the first as I usually do, 5-10 minutes of going live, you're going to see these are the bullish ones. Man, write them down. I'll show you which ones are my favorites. And these are the bearish ones. And I'll show you my favorites there too. So if you're trading C-Trip, GameStop, or Fold, and you're wondering, man, they're going down, what's the problem? This is when they typically drop like rocks. And then if you're looking at Delta and Disney, yeah, they typically do well. And look at the market. It's selling off, and they're both holding up really great. It's fascinating information. It's a lot of fun. And the folks that attend these events, they love it. So again, I'm going to send you home with trading ideas. Make sure you're there. I look forward to seeing you. I wish you guys all the very best. Take care.